football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Up next, let's keep it in the NFC for this game between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. On the away sideline, that's Mike McDonald, head coach of the Seahawks. These guys coming in refreshed after that early season bye. Across the field, head coach Nick Sirianni of the Eagles. These guys are ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. With you, hoping there's a good one in store for all of us. And we're underway from Philadelphia. This return starts at the 5. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Well, here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterbacks. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, big old win last week.
That's good for an Eagles.
Tight end in motion left.
First and 10 at the
They run it with Saquon Barkley. That is exactly why you rally to the football. You got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the running. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
intended for Dallas Goddard.
Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time to go down, but you always root for the guys filling in, who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
First down.
Hurts on first down. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Hurts yet again. He's running with it. A lot of space ahead. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 30.
They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. Hurts tucks it, starts running. And he gives himself up after a short gain. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up second and 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Hurts now from the gun. Now here he goes again. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down.
It's a gain of 8. That's good.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 19.
In the red zone on first. It's a screen to Barkley. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. First and goal coming up. Well, he came down a little awkwardly after making that tackle. Looks like he's in some discomfort now. We're going to have medical head out to check on him. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks nothing.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. And bringing him out, one of the NFL's best stories as of late, a former 3rd overall pick, Brock, who has revitalized his NFL career, Sam Darnold.
As you take the field coming off of a bye week, you really want to take advantage of what you just did. The self-scouting, the evaluating of yourself over the early part of this season, and make sure you capture what you want to do and what you have to do over the rest of the season.
On second down, a run with Charbonnet. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the first. He's at the 34. Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. He'll try to do it himself. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good.
All set to go now from the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First and 10.
Darnold. Take it off with it again. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 16
Ball
yards.
just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
Seahawks, first down. A gain of 16
From the gun,
yards.
Darnold.
First down, Seahawks.
Right side, Shaheed's got it. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. We've set of downs from the 37.
A gain of 12. And the Seahawks.
On first down, this is Charbonnet. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Just a yard left to go on second down.
It's a gain of 9.
To throw, here's Darnold.
Second and a yard.
Gets himself free. He's keeping it. And he hits the deck after setting him up with first and goal.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Seahawks. First down. First and goal, Seattle.
Charbonnet now up the middle. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up second and goal.
A gain of 5. Brings up second and goal.
Now Darnold. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on second and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here. 2 yards away from a touchdown to begin this game. Here's third and goal. Here's Darnold. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Myers' kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And that passing touchdown, he started this game off with just what we expected from somebody who you can see is among the NFL leaders in finding the end zone this year. First and 10, here's Hurts. Now here he goes.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2.
We've set it downs from the 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They go play fake with Hurts. That one's complete, right side. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Second down now, 7 to go.
Second and 7 at the 39-yard line.
They go play action. Here's Hurts. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. Third down coming up. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. To the air on third and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find A.J. Brown. So that brings up fourth down. The Eagles are in punt formation. Braden Mann will kick it away. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. So Seattle retakes the field for their second series. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away. And try something else from the 27 this time. Second and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
Darnold with it on third and short. Big trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Eagles get to it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Hey, I get it, Kate. Third down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field. But unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing fourth down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
The Eagles about set to go on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. We're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now. He brings it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow their lead off the turnover. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles drive their lead to 11. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. Throwing him again, and he goes down again. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that first quarter. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. We'll return to the link right after this. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Darnold now to throw. It's a screen pass. Charbonnet. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
Throw here. 3rd down. That one is caught. Bolton has it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. New set of downs for him. He starts at the 38. Falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. So the incompletion still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And again, it's Darnold. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Got to keep this one and go. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line, no gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
Ball's on the 48, here we go, 1st down.
First down. A gain of a yard. First down.
From the gun, Charbonnet gets it. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Torrey Horton, his intended receiver. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
3 yards to go.
Darnold looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Here's Charbonnet. And the defense escapes. They have a nice drive going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. That one hits for 30. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
26-yard line.
Okay, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right there short and make a difference with it down the field.
And keeping his own read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Working inside the red zone. Dialing up a receiver screen. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
At the Seahawks 6-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles push their lead to 18.
Seahawks Franchise.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Seahawks and Zach Charbonnet ready for another go on offense. And after they were stopped on 4th down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling our running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here's Darnold to throw. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Connection made to Shaheed. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards.
Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. Brought in by his back, Charbonnet. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. All set now. 1st and 10.
17 more yards. That's another.
From the gun, Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16.
It's 2nd down.
Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Throw left side caught by Shaheed. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
6 yards. That's another Seahawks.
Now Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a design run. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. All right, they look set now. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Gain of 4 yards. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Darnold. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Seahawks fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Jackson Smith and Jigba with a touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks make it an 11-point ball game. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First call here coming from the shotgun.
22-yard line.
A play fake now Hurts to throw. He puts some air under it deep down the left. That's complete inside the 35. And he will get this inside the 30.
49-yard gain. And an Eagles 1st down.
It's a design look for Hurts. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. The Eagles with the lead here at the link. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. This gets it out wide, complete. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
No gain on the play.
Second down, they're going to the option. And into the slide he goes after a gain of close to 5 block. That will bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Hurts now from the gun. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. Elliott connects there, and that extends their lead to 14.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Seahawks are ready for another drive on offense as Jackson, Smith, and Jigba heads out. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Into the hands of Horton, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
Head coach Nick Sirianni readying the Eagles for their next series. They'll start at the opposing 45 following the interception. Throw left side, caught by Brown. And this makes it to around the 43-yard line. Up to the ground by Nick Eamon-Waring. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. 2nd down now. They need 7. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Pass complete to Goddard. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
32-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 32. It's Hurts once again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of their 2nd down.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for 2nd down and 13. Trying to throw this from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 13.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to run for it. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
DeMarcus Lawrence on the stop. A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Starting to feel like fall outside, isn't it? Week 7 on the schedule. Let's get right into it. Our trip around the league starts now in the Motor City. The Lions at home to take on the Arizona Cardinals. And this is Jahmyr Gibbs. He's a weapon in the run game. He's a weapon in the passing game. Look at him go. This will be a 70-yard touchdown catch. The Lions up their record to 5-2 as they get the victory here. From there, we go to MetLife Stadium in Jersey. We'll check in on the Giants as they host the Jacksonville Jaguars. And it's Jackson Dart. 12 yards on the touchdown. These two teams all square 7-7 at halftime. One more to show you real quick. It's over in Tampa, the Buccaneers hosting the Chicago Bears. And it's the former Michigan man, Blake Corum. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Bears lead it by a couple of touchdowns at the half. With that, a look at the rest of the action going on. Remember, bye weeks are in play, so the schedule a little lighter than it's been in weeks past. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seahawks and Zach Charbonnet ready for another go on offense. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. 1st and 10, Darnold. He completes it in traffic. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Tackle made by Jawan Bentley. 3rd and just 2 to go.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Brought in right side. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Seahawks first down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
He's going to tuck it and run. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. The gun, they'll give it to him inside. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still third down.
On the tackle. That's a gain of 7.
Here's Darnold. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Give now to the running back. Shoves one away. He's out of bounds to set up 1st and goal, but they might not get to keep this. We've got a flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Working inside the red zone. He's got it at the 6! And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Heads out on a bootleg. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal. Darnold now to throw. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He fields it from the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And we're getting a look at the leaders in passing touchdowns this season here, where you will find his name among the top 5 right now in the NFL. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing out to the left, cut. He won't find much there as it reaches the 41. Julian Love bringing that one to an end.
Marshall. It's a gain of 2. Brings up.
They go play action. Here's Hurts. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
They'll bring out the punter here. And they could really use a good one here. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. The Seahawks and Zach Charbonnet ready for another go on offense. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. call the same plays until they stop them because they proved last drive they couldn't.
He was taken down.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Brings up third down and 11.
Throwing is Darnold on third down. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Hit almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. New set of downs from 37. Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down around the 34. Second down now. They need 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
And again, it's Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
A 7-yard gain. That's another.
From the gun, Darnold.
First down.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. Second and 3 now.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. It's a gain.
With a gun, here's Darnold.
Brings up second and 3.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
From the contact.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is third and 3.
And 3 yards.
Darnold looking to throw. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete. Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Myers' kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
The Eagles and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up third down.
Saquon Barkley, incomplete.
To the air on third and long. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Eagles, first down.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds Barkley underneath. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
Hurts
7
yet again.
at the 46-yard line.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
And again, here's Hurts. He's going for it himself. They'll have the first down and even more. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
First down, a run with Barkley. Escapes a defender. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles now lead by 10. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. One after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles drive their lead to 11.
Seahawks 20.
Okay, that That's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
Returning it from the 4. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Seahawks and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. First play is a design run. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
The Seahawks first down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Darnold to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. They'll throw, 3rd and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Intercepted.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Hauled in left side. And he'll get it up to the 44. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the
Hurts now from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Making the call himself. Stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
And an Eagles first down.
Hurts looking to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
We put a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the Seahawks.
Now Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. Shoots away from one. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Brings up 3rd down.
It's a sneak, Hurts. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Barkley off the pistol give. Good running here on 1st down as he works his way forward for about 8.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Eagles, first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They're going to run with Barkley. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. They go to him again. And he's in this time. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles push their lead to 18. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This makes it up to the 25. So Mike McDonald's getting his Seahawks offense out for another drive. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't putting it to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
Gets him on the in route. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
14 yards. That's good.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Connecting on the slant. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Darnold. Setting up the running back screen. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he gets this one down to the 27. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
11 more yards.
And again, it's Darnold. And he's going to have the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks get it back to within 2 possessions. Going after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks make it an 11-point ball game.
38. Seahawks 27.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, they game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
At the 29-yard line.
A play fake now hurts to throw.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. There's a nickel look by the Seahawks. 3rd down.
It's 3rd and
Air it out on 3rd. Loose hit, Hurts fumbles. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And from where that fumble came from, zero chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now they got to be special.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. First and 10, Darnold. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Seen this plenty, Shaheed has another one. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Offense to the line fast.
It's a gain of 11. And the Seahawks first down.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
On the tackle. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Eagles' 38-yard line.
From the gun, Darnold finds him over the middle. And he's tackled for no gain. Offense up to the line fast.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks now within 1 score in the 4th. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown. Yeah,
such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try it on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that one.
Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. Now Seattle going to call its 2nd timeout. First down from the 42. Zone read give here to Barkley. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles with a 5-point lead. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Barkley trying this up the gut. And this one does not get close. He stopped after 3, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he'll try to hit this one well. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. He tucks it and takes off.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Back to throw. And they got their Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. Here he is to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. Their hand is forced here. They've got to get this. They're down 5.
A gain of 16. Brings up 4th down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. That's cut beyond the marker. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks have taken the lead late.
You know, Kate, there's a reason that slant route has been in playbooks, I don't know, since football began. Because if you hit that receiver on the run, on target, on time, big plays can follow.
The extra point wouldn't do much for them, so they're going to go for 2 and try to make this a field goal game.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point
Here he is to throw.
conversion.
He has it. And he's into the end zone, so that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this 4th quarter. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
Knocked away, and that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Setting up to pass. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he's hit just before he can pick up that first. So 3rd and short coming up from the 33.
Brings up 3rd.
For the snap on 3rd and 2, they call time. Now to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
And an Eagles.
First down throwing for Hurts. That's incomplete left side.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And this one doesn't go far. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing now. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of the football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Line up the design keeper. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played in a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those really good teams, they struggled in these 10 a.m. kickoffs on their body clock. You know who changed it? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom said enough's enough. If you're good enough and we build up enough talent, we can also end this mystique or this problem of that early kick.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Seahawks winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.